I inadvertently became a test subject the other day. I've been happy and feeling good on the carnivore diet for almost 6 months now. As good as I feel, there's always been this little thing at the back of my mind that worries me. This tiny bit of anxiety about the carnivore diet. Am I doing the right thing? There are so many people against this idea. So many people saying things like you're going to die, you're going to get diabetes, you're going to get heart disease, you're going to get all these problems. And of course, there are also the arguments like you're going to get scurvy, you're going to die because you're not getting any vitamin C. But honestly, this tiny bit of anxiety that I've got at the back of my mind, this tiny percentage of anxiety that exists is insignificant given how good I feel and how much better I feel than I ever have at any other stage of my life. But anyway, to get to the point, I became a bit of a test subject the other day. I just finished filming my video with my exercise routines in it. I'll leave a link to that video in the description. I got changed, I freshened up, and I left the house to go to work. I left the house and darted across the road. As I got to the footpath or sidewalk on the other side of the street, I tripped. And everything happened so fast, I don't know what it was that made me trip. Partly responsible was my right side. As you may know, I've had a stroke, and although I've seen massive improvements in my gait and the way I walk and my balance since I've done the carnivore diet, when I'm tired, my leg becomes more uncoordinated. And so I tripped and I fell hard. And if you look at the sidewalk, it's not nice, smooth asphalt. And I landed with about the same force on my left knee as I did on my hands. And the pain was intense. First in my knee, but then that pain seemed to stop quite quickly as the swelling started. And it was about then that I realized the pain in my hands. Fortunately, I hadn't gone very far, so I went straight back home and got in the elevator. Now, since I have had a stroke, I take blood thinners. And so when I start to bleed, I really start to bleed. And so if someone had got in that elevator at the same time as me, they would have been thinking, do I need to call the cops? I'd love to show you some pictures of all of this, but I can't show you anything other than the blurred images. Otherwise, this video is going to be restricted. So anyway, I got home, I got patched up, and I continued on with my day. Slightly depressed given that I had landed on my left knee, and this was now starting to feel like I did when I had the arthritis in my left knee. It was really difficult to walk. So anyway, what's the point of all this? The point of all this is to talk about the carnivore diet. Now, obviously, I'm not a medical professional, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a researcher or any of those kind of things. However, I do believe that being on the carnivore diet has helped me. Because right now, less than 48 hours after this has happened, the healing that I've experienced has been super fast. There's no pain anymore in my left knee. The cut, which is super deep in my left knee, has almost completely healed over and has started to shrink. And while my hands are still quite sensitive, they are healing fast. Now, what relevance does this really have to the carnivore diet? Well, let's say I'm healing at a normal rate for a normal person on any other diet. From what I've read, one of the most important vitamins that you can have in your body for healing is vitamin C. Vitamin C helps with that healing process. And as carnivores, we're told all the time that we're not going to get enough vitamin C. So if I, as a carnivore, was suffering from a vitamin C deficiency, I would expect that my healing would be super slow. But honestly, guys, the way I feel about the carnivore diet, again, I'm not a doctor, is that through my experiences, it has improved my health immeasurably, and it's helping me with healing. That's all for today, guys. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching the whole way through. And remember, when you're crossing the road, make sure you take care. Please don't forget to hit like and subscribe, guys, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.